We had some glimpse of Michael Vick, and then him and Vick been talking about how to, he's a lefty and how to make sure that you can, run when you need to.
Lefty.
Yeah, Michael and lefty brother. This looking pretty similar, but he also has, he played for that big boy team, Washington. He went to the playoff championship. He got some patience. It stayed in the pocket a little bit longer than Vic did. That was exciting time. I used to have Falcon season tickets when Vic was running, boy. That thing, every game was exciting.
We could talk on a whole podcast just on that.
Vic, man. Vic was the man. I mean, and then if you had was it 2005 Madden, and you put it on Vic, the cover, he was on the cover, and you choose him, he was running touchdowns.
Cheat code, man.
It's a cheat code. But so Penix is going to be good. And the other reason why we're going to be good is we actually got a defense that is stubborn. They ain't gonna let nobody dog them.
We got some dogs on that thing.
We got some dogs on the defense.
Georgia Bulldog we drafted.
Like a real dog.
We drafted the first Georgia Bulldog. I went to Georgia Tech, but I know Georgia football team got some good players. Yeah. We got to always consider the draft.
You gave them props. I'm not mad at you. I thought with a little Georgia Tech in you, I thought you might hate a little bit on the dogs.
No, I ain't gonna hate. I'm trying to win some championships.
Hey, that's for real.
I want a parade. I want to see some buses running down Peachtree.
Speaking of Georgia Tech, this is my perspective. I think y'all got a good quarterback.
Yeah,
I think y'all gonna be top 25 this year. I'm on the record saying that.
Man, we got a great coach, man. Brett Key is the key. That guy went to Tech, and then he went on and learned from Nick Saban. He was in Alabama. He was an Alabama coach.
Yeah.
He got 2 rings under Saban in the, 14, 16, 2016, something
Trey
like that.
was telling me that.
Yeah, Brett Key knows how to coach, and he knows how to motivate players. And he, young guy that's kind of energetic and gonna let players play hard, and they want to play for him. So that's good. And our quarterback is good.
He gave the dogs a problem last year.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Man, did you see that Miami game when Miami was undefeated?
Yeah,
we beat them in Miami? Sheesh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Georgia Tech is gonna have a good season this year. I really like Brent Key. Just listening to him talk, I just like the aura that he brings, and so we'll see how things go. I do want to ask you this though, like with Georgia Tech, being actually in the city of Atlanta, like from your perspective, what do you think has to happen for Georgia Tech to not be overshadowed so much by the University of Georgia? And this coming from a Georgia Tech alum's perspective, what do you think Tech has to do?
Yeah, we got to do the same thing we did and to get a team like we did in 1990 when we had like Marco Coleman, Ken Swilling, those guys like that. That was just, killers on defense. And then, Sean King, I forget who was our quarterback back then, but we had dogs that were on Georgia Tech's team. So when we had that kind of team and we had that kind of composure and we go at it real hard like that, we can, the Bulldogs was 1980 champions with Vince Dooley and Herschel Walker. 10 years later, Georgia Tech was national champions.
Sean Jones.
That's why I said Sean King. Sean Jones. So we came with a squad. We put it all on the line. We attracted them players. We did what we needed to do to make sure that they can get through the academic rigor of a Georgia Tech. That's been the hardest part of it. Like, Tech is difficult. I made it out. I made it in and out by the grace of God and a whole lot of help. That thing is hard. And so if you're playing football or basketball or baseball or whatever, and you still got to go to class and manage all the competing things that's with that, it's tough. So academics and athletics have to have a pathway for both of those because that's just tough. So what Tech is doing right now, our new athletic association is about to be the bomb. A lot of times, a new recruit, they roll out the red carpet, they send you in that locker room, and you got a locker room that looks like the state of the art, the sports team. You feel like you at the Falcons, and you got screens up, and you got hot tub, you got cold plunge. Tech didn't have all that. And it was all, we don't need to invest in athletics. We need to, and more that need to go to research and more of this. No, we can do both. And so now we investing in that. So when guys.
I see that they have the road blocked off.
That's right. It's under construction right now. So we're going to keep getting these young guys that's going to want to come play for Tech. And that athletic association is for basketball, football, baseball, volleyball, everybody. And it's going to be very, very, but the locker room is attached to the stadium. And you got to have a quality locker room for the football team.
Hey, me and Trey had a chance to go to a Georgia Tech game thanks to Ryan Cameron, and we was at night, and we was sitting there, and we was just looking at the backdrop of the city.
Oh, that's it. That's it. Bro, let me just tell you this. There is no better college stadium to watch a night game than Georgia Tech. You are looking at Midtown, downtown, from your seat in a stadium. That's why, if you ever think about it, ESPN always has us as the featured Thursday night game at some point.
Yeah,
Georgia Tech is playing Virginia Tech, or we're playing somebody like that. That featured Thursday night game, we get a lot of them because it's beautiful. The blimp flies over, you get to see it, and they get to do drone shots or whatever. And it's the city. No school, think about it, most schools aren't in the middle of a downtown. No school that has no football stadium for a college is in downtown. You don't have that in many cities of any. All the big boy football teams like Alabama or even Athens, Georgia, LSU, all of them are in like the rural or the secondary town, not the major town.
Yeah.
So I know I'm a dog fan, and other dog fans probably gonna hate to hear me say this, but I'm telling you,
I see some good things.
I don't think it's any more beautiful place to watch a game at night, being in Georgia Tech Stadium and seeing that skyline.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Georgia Tech put a winner down there again. Yeah. It's gonna be amazing.
You know, Trey, under the 2K, the NCAA, they even have the and when you play at Georgia Tech and you see the background, they even have it in the game.
Yeah.
Man, so
It's in the game.
Let me ask you this. Let's pivot to some other things that's going on sports wise in the city. We know we have FIFA's here, especially next year we have the big World Cup. But right now at this moment, we have one of the smaller tournaments with FIFA going on right now, and then we got the Super Bowl coming back to Atlanta. Speak on those things if you would, and what that's gonna mean for the city of Atlanta.
The city of Atlanta is a sports town.
Yes.
We are a sports city.
Thank you. Sports city.
There ain't no city like us, man. Right now, like we got all the major sports teams, and then we have Major League Baseball All-Star Game is happening.
Yes.
In 2 weeks, we will have Major League Baseball All-Star Game. Ron Acuna Jr. say he gonna be in the home run derby.
I saw that.
That's what's
Breaking
up,
news.
man.
Okay.